Hi, how are you? Welcome to Sarah Martin's Christmas special with all these wonderful people here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Spire Center. We have a great night of music lined up for you tonight. We are so honored to be hosting Lakeville native, Nashville-based singer Sarah Martin here at the Spire Center. Sarah is the 2019 Pro Country Female Artist of the Year. Yeah. And her single, Heartbreak Song, was nominated Pro Country Single of the Year. And it keeps going. In addition, she won the 2018 Jingle Contest for Kellogg's Pringles. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for her Holiday With You Christmas concert, Sarah Martin.
All right, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I feel like a complete rock star right now. And I really appreciate you all being here. I love you guys too. Thank you. I was like, they're wooing. I was in tears back there. All right, well, I'm going to start with one that is the title track off my new album. I grew up in a neighborhood full of boys. That was a good scenario to grow up in. I liked doing my makeup and looking pretty and dressing up. But I've always been a little rough around the edges as a result. So I wrote this song for all the beautiful ladies out there that we know how to dress up at night. But sometimes we just can't hide our muddy boots. Well, she's not afraid to get dirty with the boys. Raise some hell and raise some noise. Yeah, she's happy as a clam chucking through the brush and the sticks. She can get rowdy when alcohol's in the mix. She's an innocent angel that seems to have lost her wings, ready to run and care about money or things. And this girl's got money bolts. She's sweet right down to her roots. Her mom and daddy raised her right. She's pretty witty and knows how to fight. Yeah, she's got money bolts. She drinks PBR and knows how to shoot. And she'll dress like a lady when she goes out at night. She can't her muddy boots. Well, she's had her heart broken, broke a few of her own. She hates to let people down and leave them all alone. She's a gypsy lady with dreams bigger than her eyes. And there's no better place than a field of fireflies. Well, she tried to be the girl everyone wanted her to be. But then she got a taste of what it was like to be free. And now she's got money bolts. She's sweet right down to her roots. Her mom and daddy raised her right. She's pretty witty and knows how to fight. Yeah, she's got money bolts. She drinks PBR and knows how to shoot. And she'll dress like a lady when she goes out at night. She can't her muddy boots. And if you ask her about her past, well, she'll just smile and bat her eyes. 'Cause as innocent as she'd like to believe she is, she knows that she can't lie. Well, she hopes someday she'll have a man to settle her down, her partner in crime to go out and tackle the town. He may not be perfect and she won't be either, but they'll have each other's love and they'll have that fever. And maybe someday they'll have a little girl of their own, with starry-eyed dreams to tackle the world unknown. And she'll have muddy boots, she'll be sweet right down to her roots. Her mom and daddy will raise her right. She'll be pretty witty and know how to fight. Yes, she'll have muddy boots, she'll drink PBR and know how to shoot. And she'll dress like a lady when she goes out at night. But she can't hide, though she might try. Muddy boots. Thank you. My first guest is going to be actually somebody I just met recently. Anna Tornello, I met her when I was doing a private show this summer for a 50th birthday, and she sings opera, and I just thought it was so beautiful. So I had told her I was doing a Christmas concert. This was before I had planned any of it, really, and I asked her if she'd be interested, so she's going to come and sing "Oh Holy Night" for you.
First of all, let me say I'm blessed to have such a great friend. Like her warmth really touched me when we met, and I was so honored that she asked me to be part of this concert. Yes, I sing opera, so I'm diving into this different kind of music, but it's the best way to celebrate with the best friends. So thank you, everybody. Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine, night when Christ was born.
one more time. Anna Tornello, everybody. So I won't lie to you. I have a set list in front of me that I've printed out lyrics in blue, and the lights are blue, so now I can't see them. So I'm just going to have to do this once in a while, but it'll be fine. I'm going to sing you a Dolly Parton song next. So this is a song I learned fairly recently, actually. Somebody had asked me for it at a show, and I said, I've never played it before, and I'm not really sure about it, but I'll give it a go. And I completely butchered it. But they were very nice people, like everyone in my career. Despite what it sounded like, they gave me an applaud anyway. So I made sure that I went and I listened to it over and over again, and I learned this song, and now it's one of my favorite Dolly Parton songs. So I'm going to sing you a little Coat of Many Colors. Playing through the years, I go wandering once again, back to the seasons of my youth. Her ring called a box of eggs that somebody gave to us, and how my mama put those rags to use. There were rags of many colors, and every piece was small. And I didn't have a coat, and it was way down in the fall. Mama sewed the rags together, so when every piece belonged, she made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of. As she sewed, she told a story from the Bible she had read about a coat of many colors Joseph wore, and then she said, perhaps this coat will bring you good luck and happiness, and I just couldn't wait to wear it. Mama blessed it with a kiss. Oh, my coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made only from rags, but she wore it so proudly. I know we had no money, but I was rich as I could be, and my coat of many colors that my mama made for me. So with patches on my bridges and holes in both my shoes, with my coat of many colors, I hurried off to school, just to find the others laughing and making fun of me in my coat of many colors that my mama made for me. Well, I couldn't understand it, for I felt that I was rich, and I told them all the love my mama showed in every stitch. And I told them all the story mama told me while she sewed, and how my coat of many colors was worth more than all their clothes. But they didn't understand it, and I tried to make them see one is only poor only if they choose to be. I know we had no money, but I was rich as I could be, in my coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made just for me. Thank you. T is out here somewhere. I don't know where she is, but she's out here somewhere. Oh, she's over there. All right. I don't see faces, but I see hands waving. So this is one of her favorite songs. I feel like she always requests that at a show, and sometimes I don't include it in the list. So I wanted to make sure that I included this in the list tonight. This is one of the first songs I ever wrote. I wrote it with my duet partner back in the day, Scott Bisonet. I remember going to him with all the lyrics, and he said, "You can't fit that many lyrics into one line." And I said, "Sure you can. We'll figure it out." And then sure enough, we figured it out. But this is a song I wrote when I was in college, and it was about who I thought I wanted to, be with when I grew up. It turns out that I dated this exact person like a month later, and it takes a little bit more than what I explain in this song to make things click. He's a very nice guy. He's married with children now, so everything's going great for both of us. But yeah, this song is called Country Boy. I want a country music loving, pickup driving country boy. And I want a manly man that can take my hand without being caught. I want a man that's not afraid to act a little crazy. Curl me up next to him and call me his baby. And I want a country music loving, pickup driving country boy. And I like the man that drive too fast, who don't use the excuse nice guys always finish last. And I like my man to be spontaneous, take me money in a hike and the world can't constrain us. And boy, there's only one thing I want. One man that can take all around town and flaunt. I want a country music loving, pickup driving country boy. And I want a manly man that can take my hand without being caught. And I want a man that's not afraid to act a little crazy. Curl me up next to him and call me his baby. I want a country music loving, pickup driving country boy. And I like those men that are tall and handsome, a brown-haired brunette boy that puts my heart on the ransom. And I like those men that are forever young, who running around in the rain just to have a little fun. And boy, there's only one thing I want. One man that can take all around town and flaunt. Well, I want a country music loving, pickup driving country boy. And I want a manly man that can take my hand without being caught. And I want a man that's not afraid to act a little crazy. Curl me up next to him and call me his baby. I want a country music loving, pickup driving country boy. A country gentleman like Tim McGraw. Yeah, I want to find myself an Indian outlaw. I want a country music loving, pickup driving country boy. And I want a manly man that can take my hand without being caught. I want a man that's not afraid to act a little crazy. Curl me up next to him and call me his baby. I want a country music loving, pickup driving country boy. All right, so I'm super, super excited for this next person to come up because he is, I would say, like the first musician when I was younger. Now I'm talking like 7th and 8th grade young. That's pretty young to allow someone to come to your shows and play on stage. And Dan was the first person to do that. We'd go and watch his shows at Me and Ed's and eat that awesome garlic bread. And we'd get to hear Dan sing, and at some point during the show, Dan would get Scott and I up on stage and let us sing. And I'm just so appreciative of him for letting us do that, because it made me grow as a musician just to be able to watch him. So we're going to do a couple songs together. So this is Dan Smith, everybody. Anything, it's crickets. This doesn't often happen at my shows, just so you all know. I play in Nashville, Tennessee, and it is never this quiet. So I really appreciate you all.
That's for sure.
That's for sure.
We're used to timing the ends of our songs with when somebody gets a touchdown.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's actually very true.
Hey, Sarah, look around. You're doing pretty good.
I know. I
All
usually
right.
just say thank you anyway. Thank you.
I wrote this song many Christmases ago on a Christmas that I was particularly sad. And it's called It Really Isn't Christmas Without You. And Sarah just learned this week through the internet, so we haven't really played this yet.
Over FaceTime. You can do
Yeah,
lots of things over FaceTime now.
And there's like a 2-second delay. So I'm trying to play the chords 2 seconds before she sings them, and it was really interesting. So if I'm behind her tonight, that's why. So we learned this on
If
Facebook.
there's a 2-second delay, that's
Yeah.
why.
All right.
Oh, the fire is all aglow as I watch the falling snow. But this Christmas music makes me feel so blue. 'Cause it just is not the same, and I just have me to blame. See, it really isn't Christmas without you. I have my cup of cheer, but these Christmas bells I hear make me wish that there was something I could do that would bring you back to me. How I wish that you could see that it really isn't Christmas without you. The snowman in the meadow isn't smiling much this year. He's watching for you every day and wishes you were here. Wherever you may be, I hope that you will see that I wish you all the best your whole life through. I'll be missing you, my dear, around this ending time here. See, it really isn't Christmas without you. Wherever you may be, I hope that you will see that I wish you all the best your whole life through. I'll be missing you, I fear, around this ending time of year. See, it really isn't Christmas without you.
Thank you. Like Sarah said, I've had the pleasure of watching her grow musically and known her since she was a young teenager. And one of the things I'll always remember about her, though, is a show she was doing in Lakeville. Is it Lakeville?
Yeah,
Place?
yeah, where I'm from,
Or
Lakeville.
Middleborough? Was it
Lakeville.
Middleborough or Lakeville? Somewhere out there anyway. Yeah, go ahead. You can and I was sitting there listening to her sing. This was around the time when her voice was just starting to get really mature. And she reached this note, and you're probably going to remember this. I looked around and looked at her mom, and I went, and she went. Yes, that's the preview to what is coming. So I know that down the road and very soon, we're going to see Sarah all over the place, and she's going to make it. She's going to make it big time. I just know.
Dan, before we do this last song and before you get off stage, where can people find you? I want to make sure that people know.
I'm usually at home, but
Do you want people coming to your house, though? I don't think
no,
Nancy
you'd
would
be
appreciate
surprised.
that.
They come in all the time. No, I've just come back into the area, and I've been playing at St. James Pub, which is in Bell River. But there are some other clubs that have contacted me recently, so I guess my part-time gig is not going to stay part-time too
No.
long.
And they can find you on Facebook, right?
Right. I have Facebook, Dan Smith Entertain. It's called Dan Smith Entertainment, or let's see what else. YouTube. I've got a YouTube channel, Dan Smith Entertainment. So if you want to go and check any of those out. Bear in mind, when I was on those, I was younger. So, right?
He looks very different. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping against your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe will help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. Everybody give it up for Dan Smith. I got excited about this next one. Just so everybody knows, that was a real special moment for me, getting to be able to sing something with Dan, just because he really has been such a big influence on my career. As a younger kid growing up and singing, that's like a really vulnerable thing to do, and for an older adult to really take you under their wing is really special, and to be able to sing a song with him is pretty awesome for me. So now I'm gonna sing one of my mom's favorite songs, one of my fiance Eli's favorite songs. This song is called Worth a Dime. Now, if you don't know the story behind it, I will simply put it as, sometimes you move to a new place, and if you're moving there by yourself, you're bound to get lonely. And you're bound to get yourself into relationships that you probably should not be in. And because you're lonely, you stay in that relationship way longer than you probably should. I made a music video for this song at Alan Jackson's Bar on Broadway. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. Sarah Martin Music. I think all of you got business cards in your pews. You can thank my fiance for that. He put those out. Also, can we take a second to appreciate these Christmas decorations? My sister and my brother-in-law, Mitchell, did the Christmas decorations, and my fiance bought these poinsettias, so I'm really appreciative. Everybody really band together today, because that would have been way too much work for me to do by myself. And if you saw me earlier, I was already a basket case, so didn't need any more responsibility, so I really appreciate everybody. But you can check that music video out. There was a group that came from California, and they were a part of my music video just because I happened to meet two of them in an elevator. But they went to the Opry that night, and they left the Opry early just to see me at a show. And I promised them I wouldn't sing the Worth a Dime song until they got there. And thankfully, I left it to my last song because they showed up. And one of the coolest moments I've ever had in Nashville, aside from meeting Randy Travis, but being able to sing for him, that was pretty cool. But they sang this whole song just yelling, and there was like 30 of them, and the place I was playing at is not very big, so it just looked like a packed house, and they were just screaming it to me. I'm like, this is my favorite moment of life right now. So I wrote this song. It's called Worth a Dime. Baby, why are you still standing there? I can't you tell, don't you know that I don't care? 'Cause it happened again last night. I tried to be there, then you caused a fight. And you keep expecting me to forgive and forget. Well, get out of my way, boy. I got nothing left to say, boy. And you ain't tearing me down today, boy. So you can try and bear me out. Well, I don't care about your problems. I don't want to be the one that solves them. Your words ain't hold no more weight in my life. Well, honey, time is money, and you ain't worth a dime. I know you know I heard it all before. It wasn't me, didn't mean to bust your door. And I've sat through all your lies, trying to understand through teary eyes, darling. I got no more tears left to cry, so get out of my way, boy. 'Cause I got nothing left to say, boy. And you ain't tearing me down today, boy. So you can try and build me out. Well, I don't care about your problems. I don't want to be the one that solves them. Your words ain't hold no more weight in my life. Well, honey, time is money, and you ain't worth a dime. So you say I only care about myself. Go confine your thoughts on someone else. 'Cause if I hear just please listen one more time, I know I'm about to lose my mind. You be smart, save your wasted breath. Now I just want to make you all picture that there's a group of 30 people screaming, "You're not worth a dime," in front of me, all right? Get out of my way, boy. I got nothing left to say, boy. And you ain't tearing me down today, boy. So you can try and bring me out. Well, I don't care about your problems. I don't want to be the one that solves them. 'Cause your words, they hold no more weight in my life. Yeah, honey, time is money, and you ain't worth a dime. Well, honey, time is money, and you ain't worth a dime. Thank you. There is something liberating about that song. All right, so I want to take you back for a minute to my first trip ever to Nashville, Tennessee. It was about when I was 23, I believe, back in 2014 or 15, beginning of 2015. Some of you may have heard this story before, but there are new people here, so I'm going to tell it again. I went for the first time to Nashville, Tennessee for my cousin's 21st birthday. She wanted the whole family to come down, so we were going to come down. We were only going to go for the weekend, but everyone had always told me how awesome Nashville, Tennessee was. You got to go, you got to go. So I was like, well, a weekend doesn't seem long enough to spend there. So I decided that I was going to spend the week after the weekend by myself in Nashville, Tennessee. I had never traveled by myself before, and I didn't really think much of it until my sister and my brother-in-law Mitchell moved. They took me to the hostel, and they dropped me off. And for the first time, I was like, oh, I'm legitimately by myself for the next week. I don't know anybody. But I found that Nashville was a community, much like the South Shore. Broadway was just a place where you could tell people that you were a musician, and most of them would offer you their guitar and let you get up to sing. So if you don't know how Broadway works, it is 10 to 2 p.m., 2 to 6 p.m., 6 to 10 p.m., and 10 p.m. to 2 in the morning. It's a beautiful place. So I wrote this song the third day I was in the hostel. Thankfully, my roommates from Scotland were not there, because that would have been weird. And the first time I tried to sing this song was at a bar that no longer exists on 2nd Ave. It was called the Silver Dollar. And I had written it on a piece of paper. It was on my knee, and halfway through the song, the wind blew it away. So this is going to go better than that. It's 10 a.m. and I'm music bound, playing for tips to an empty crowd. I'm singing like the dreamers do. Ain't got no cash for be all food, but to play amongst the stars you gotta be out here in Nashville, Tennessee. Because there's friendly faces everywhere. Grab a beer and pull up a chair. Cause when you're here, you're family. Out here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's 6 o'clock and they're filing in. I see your faces and now begin. I put my soul into everywhere. Although some parts may go on her, you best believe that I'm so glad to be out here in Nashville, Tennessee. Because there's friendly faces everywhere. I grab a beer and pull up a chair. Cause when you're here, you're family. Out here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's 2 a.m. and my hands are tired. My heart is full and my mind is wired. 7 hours to catch some sleep. I hope someone will remember me. But even if I'm just a memory, you bet that I'm still living my dreams. Well, out here in Nashville, Tennessee. Because it's friendly faces everywhere. Grab a beer and pull up a chair. Cause when you're here, you're family. Out here in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you. All right, super excited about this next person to come up. So when I should preface this by, we had a class in college together. I believe it was like folklore or something. It was one of those courses you're required to take as a freshman that don't really make any sense. They just want your money. But we weren't really friends back then. But then when I started doing music full time, we kind of reconnected again. I'm not really even specifically sure how. I think over Facebook. And this kid, he like literally became my partner in crime to go to open mics together, and really helped. We introduced ourselves to the music career or music community, I would say, together. So it was really cool, and we've never sang together, so I'm super excited for this to happen. But he plays all over the South Shore too. Again, just another awesome musician that you guys can go see regularly right here in Massachusetts. You don't have to take a flight to Nashville, Tennessee. If you want to, please message me on Facebook. I'll let you know where I'm playing. But if you are here, he's available to you. His name is Jeff Rosen, and we're gonna do a little Baby It's Cold Outside. Raise these.
Need some room to move, right?
Yeah, room to move. Should we do this?
Are we gonna do this?
I can't take mine off. I love this song, just so we're clear about that. I really can't stay.
It's cold outside.
I've got to go away.
It's cold outside.
This evening has been
Drop
so very nice.
hands, they're just like
My mother will start to worry.
once you're
My brother will be there at the
to
door.
that fireplace
So
roar.
really I better scurry.
Please don't hurry.
Maybe just to have a drink
Put
more.
some records on while
I've gotta get
cold
home.
out there.
Say what's in this drink.
Got to be out out there.
I wish I knew
Stars like
how
stars
to
right
bring this through.
I'll take your hand, your hairless.
I ought to say no, 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 sir. At least there will be plenty in
What's the sense
flight.
of
I
my
really can't stay.
Cold out.
Baby,
It's
cold outside.
We should have practiced the kicks.
Yeah, we probably should have. I simply must go.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The answer is no.
It's cold outside.
This welcome has been so nice and
Look out the
warm.
window at that
My
storm.
sister will be suspicious. My brother will be there at the
Wings
door.
around the tropical
My
shore.
maid answer my ears are bitches. Or maybe just a half a drink more. Got to get
Freeze
home.
out there.
Say, I really need
It's up to your
cold.
knees out there.
You've really been
Till
burned,
you touch me.
but don't you see?
How can you do these things to
There's
me?
bound to be talk
Think of
tomorrow.
my lifelong
At least
sorrow.
there will be plenty
If you
inside.
got the moving
I
dark,
really can't stay.
with that hold out.
Well, but it's cold. Baby, it's cold
Outside.
Jeff Rosen, everybody. Jeff, it's Jeff Rosen Acoustic, right? Jeff Rosen Acoustic, everybody. Just so we know, I will post everybody's social media on my Facebook page. So if you're not a part of my Facebook page, go do that. Sarah Martin Music. Sarah with an H, Martin like the guitar, music like you would spell it in any other scenario of life. I will tell you, I will make sure I put all these musicians' info on my Facebook, at least tomorrow, maybe not tonight, but tomorrow for sure, so you guys can find them. Excuse me for just a second. Oh, good. My old manager, Barry, over there, I hear him laughing. He knows this would happen. I made them different colors because of you, right? You know that. Still doesn't work. Well, this is a fun one that I'm excited to share with you guys. This is called PSA. Public service announcement for anybody that doesn't know what PSA stands for. So as a musician, we've all dealt with this. Sometimes we deal with people that are slightly to more than slightly intoxicated at our shows. And this actually happened to me before I moved to Nashville. I was at a venue, and a guy kept coming up to me during my show and, asking for things that had nothing to do with my show, not about music, not about song requests, but asking for like high fives and hugs and weird things and wanted to know about my life, like my personal life in the middle of my show. I'm like, now's not a good time, bud. My parents happened to be at this show, and so I was like, what was the deal with that guy? And my parents were sitting either behind them or in front of them, but heard the whole conversation that he was going back to his group of buddies about, and apparently they were making bets on who could get a hug, who could get a high five, who could get a kiss from me. So I thought, well, that's nice. I'm gonna write a song about that. There's always one in every bar that tends to push me a little too far. If I plan to be a star, I gotta keep the peace. If you're getting cocky with your friends, no, I'm not blind. The situation's come around a couple of times since you're craving my attention, honey. This song's for you. Well, of course you like me, cause I'm pretty and you're drunk, and maybe scrumping our work days got you in a funk. It's gonna take a little bit more of that to give you some of my love. Well, you might be cute from 9 to 5 when you're stumbling around. It shouldn't be a surprise when you're trying to look into my eyes. I'm just rolling mine. Cause at the end of the day, it's just a PSA. Well, take it as you will and don't be a pill. No, on the rare occasion, you might not even had a job, but for God knows what reason, you still won't shut up. Keep on talking about what you would do to me. Keep telling me how you drive a Mercedes. Don't waste your breath and never be your lady. Money can't buy me love, I found that for free. Now I'm not trying to be conceited, I just think this public service announcement is needed. Cause like I said, I've seen some things singing a song or two. I just think you should know the message it sends when you're taking bets in the corner with your friends. You could get a hug from me for just $5. Cause I'm a musician, not a hooker, so it gets a little creepy. If you'd only been normal, probably giving you one for free. Sit back, relax in that chair and listen close. Cause at the end of the day, it's just a PSA. So take it as you will and don't be a pill. I'm a nice girl, I'm being taught to turn my cheek. If you touch mine, I'll knock your butt clear off your seat. Cause daddy taught his little girl not to put up with any crap. Well, all I'm saying is a girl will get a little respect, and I'll give you mine right back. Come on, sweetheart, I know your mama didn't raise you like that. Well, these things happen, it's nothing new. It's the tip of the iceberg if you only knew. If you're feeling offended by this song, well, it's probably directed towards you. Thank you. So Michael Butler is my neighbor growing up. He's like a brother to me. He knows everything about music more than I do, let's be honest. And he's always sending me songs to sing, and I feel like most of the time I don't end up doing them, and I feel bad. So I wanted to make sure that I had a song in this set list for him tonight. But he introduced me to this beautiful song. It's by Brandy Carlisle. Yeah. You see these people applauding? She's not even here and they're applauding. So you should go look her up because she's that good. She's that good. If she's not even in the room, you still want to applaud her. But she wrote a song, I think at the beginning of this year. That's when it came out. And it's called The Joke. And this song, I've always loved the lyrics and it's always been really beautiful. But this week it kind of hit it for me. So I've been playing at a place in Nashville for the last 4 years since I got there. And I don't know if you noticed, but I've sounded a little bit more Southern than I used to. Yeah, you think. See, and I'm like, I don't think it's that bad. I thought it used to be worse, I think. But anyway, it's not something that I do consciously. I think it's just something that I hear, and it just happens. If I'm here for more than a week, or if I'm stuck in traffic, my Boston comes out right away. But I've been playing for a place in Nashville, Tennessee for about 4 years now. And this past Wednesday, the guy I've been playing for faithfully for 4 years let me know that I had to be let go from this venue. The first venue I've ever been let go for in my 20 plus years of singing because of my accent. Yeah, I was like, that's the most ridiculous reason I've ever heard of. If I'm gonna get fired from a place, I thought it would be something a little better than my accent. And not even while I'm singing. It's because I sound more Southern off than on, I don't know. But anyway, so sometimes, you know, in life, you just feel like a joke to other people. You know, you're putting all your effort in, and you're trying to be good to the people you're playing for, and sometimes you think you can depend on some people, and then it just doesn't happen. And I'm sure we've all had those scenarios in our life where we have naysayers in life that say that, you know, you're not good enough or you can't do something or whatever. But if you have a personality like me, there's something beautiful in the naysayers that puts a fire under your butt, and you just say, okay, well, watch me. You're going to be sad you did that. So I'm going to sing you this song. It's called The Joke. You're feeling nervous, aren't you, boy? With your quiet voice and impeccable style. Don't ever let them steal your joy in your gentle ways to keep you from running wild. They can kick dirt in your face, dress you down, tell you your place is in the middle when they hate the way you shine. I see you tugging on your shirt. You're trying to hide inside of it and hide how much it hurts. But let them laugh while they come. Let them spin, let them scatter in the wind. I've been to the movies and I've seen how it ends. And the joke's on them. You get discouraged, don't you, girl? It's your brother's world for a little while longer. Gotta dance with the devil in the stream. Call it a dream. Call it kicking the ladder. They come to kick dirt in your face, dress you down and then displace you after carrying your baby across the desert. I can see the smile behind your hair. You're looking tired, but you don't look scared. So let them laugh while they come. Let them spin, let them scatter in the wind. I've been to the movies So let them laugh while they can, and let them spread, let them scatter around the way. 'Cause I've been to the movies and I've seen how it ends, and the jokes are Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Love you too. All right. I've got another friend to share with you all. His name is Mike Dardis. I met him a long time ago at, I think maybe the Tinker Son open mic up in Norwell. I think some open mic. But we started doing this song Desperado together, and I just think it sounds real pretty. So, but first Mike is he's gonna do a Christmas carol of his own. I'm gonna step off stage and listen to him. But everybody, this is Mike Dardis.
This is one of my favorite songs as a kid. This is probably the first time I realized that there's a Christmas song that's like, it's kind of an adultish Christmas song. And I like it. I was probably 9. And I never really heard this song as an adult. And about 9 years ago when I became a full-time musician, I thought, well, why don't I do that one? Nobody else is doing it. I don't hear it on the radio much still. But and then you go learn a song as an adult and you realize that certain lines in a song that are kind of, you didn't get as a kid, like, Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. What? Really? You mean you don't love us, Mom and Dad? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10, glistening once again, and candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk are the hopes of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that'll make them ring is the carol that you sing deep within your heart. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, there's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well, the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. On your own front door. Thank you. So my name's Mike Dardis. I live locally, and I really don't play too much around town because, as a lot of full-time musicians know, you can't just do the gig. You actually have to go find the gigs and do the work. And I'm not good at the business end of things. In fact, I made my first Instagram post about an hour ago from here. I've been on Facebook, and I'm just on it as a chore, and I'm not big on social media, but I am playing down at Pilgrim Sands on the 28th. It's my next public gig. And a little something about Sarah. When Sarah said she was going to move to Nashville, I thought she was a bit crazy. Because, well, and she was, but she still did it. And I thought, you've got this awesome community here. South Shore is really great. I'm not just saying that. I've been, other than Nashville Nashville, Austin, New Orleans, there's a lot of obvious, like, huge hotspots in the country for music, but as far as a good local bar scene, find one that's better than the South Shore.
Listen,
You'd be
it
hard-pressed
wasn't
to
because
do
there was a lack of talent. It was because we were all playing at the same time. But I could never learn from any of you because we were all playing at the same time.
Speaking of stuff, she brought up my next point. I was criticizing Sarah once on guitar chords, and I thought she thought I was criticizing her just for the sake of being, oh, you're doing that wrong. And she was a little, like, kind of hurt, and I'm like, oh, no, you're moving to Nashville. It's
I still don't play that chord correctly, by the way.
She actually does. Well, if you were playing it wrong, it didn't sound wrong. I couldn't quite see your hands, but like Sarah's guitar playing, I haven't seen Sarah. I was in Nashville in early 2016, and Sarah she'd been doing better. But hello, come on, this girl is killing it.
Thank you.
And I would compliment her voice, but I think that's like saying that water is wet. The ocean is wet. Your voice is fantastic, and your guitar playing is just. I'm loving hearing
I'm getting
you play
better and better every day.
So Sarah and I first did this, we did this at the Tinker Sun. That was
We
the first
did, we
time.
definitely
And
did.
it just worked. The first time we ever did it, and I think it just worked out really well. So it's fun to play.
Days move right on. Why don't you come to your senses? You've been down running fences for so long now. You're a hard world, but I know that you've got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you can hurt you somehow. Don't you drive the queen of diamonds, but she beat you if she's able. You know the queen of hearts is always your best bet. Now it's in the midst of all things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones that you can get. Days move right on. Oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger are driving you home. And freedom, oh, freedom, but that's some people talking. Your prison is walking through this world all alone. But don't you think it cold in the winter time? Sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. But you're losing 9 years alone. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Days move right on. Why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences and open the gates. It may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you, and let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late.
Thank you so much for having me and getting up here with you. I'm so honored.
Thank you, Mike. Everybody give it up for Mike Dardis. This next song means a lot to me. I've tried to sing it like over 200 times this week, just so I won't cry in the middle of it, but we'll see what happens. So if you know me, if you keep up with my Facebook, you might have seen a live I did a while ago about my sister and my brother-in-law, Mitchell. So last year, they were struggling. Mitchell had a problem with addiction, and just so you all know, it's how many days sober today? 425, 435. Stand up for a second. Stand up. This is Mitchell, everybody. I love him. He and my sister have done so much hard work in this last year. They've done so much hard work in this last year. They've decided to take their story public to benefit other people, which I think is amazing. Yeah. They've started a Facebook group called We Are Recovery. If anybody out there is an addict in recovery, an addict who's struggling still, trying to, stay above water, if you're a family member that has somebody that's struggling with addiction, go check out their page. It's really special. They talk about things from the addict's point of view, and they talk about things from the loved one's point of view, so it is very helpful. Christmas, I know, is a particularly hard time sometimes for people with addiction, because sometimes the communication's not open, so their families choose not to see them, or it's hard for them all around. So I wrote a song when Mitchell was about to go to rehab for the third time. So just so you all know, it doesn't always work the first time. So it is a process, but you just gotta stick with them and keep loving them and try and keep communication open. But I wrote this song when he was on his third go at recovery, and Anna had made the decision that she was going to move up north because for herself, she had to take care of herself because she had tried so hard and it emptied her tank. So that's the other thing. If you are a loved one, know that you need to do some self-care too, because it isn't just about the other person. You need to be able to be strong for yourself, so that requires self-care. But I wrote this song. It's called The Devil Goes Away. And again, if I choke up during it, I apologize, but I will get through it. She said, I'm leaving. As she walked out the door, he used up all his chances she'd given him before. She said, I'm leaving. With tears in her eyes, she couldn't understand why her man didn't love her more than little white lies. She tried on bells and begged and pleaded. She gave in her all, but she packed her bags and moved up north when the leaves began to fall. He said, I'm trying. As he begged her not to go, he watched her while she packed her bags. He watched the seeds he'd sown. He said, I'm trying. With tears in his eyes, he didn't think she'd really leave, although he knew he'd lied. He tried to put their bottle down. He'd been fighting through it all. But the devil had a piece of his mind, and he couldn't shake the call. She said, I love you now, the Bible, and they become one in the same. I love you now, the Bible, and I can't keep playing these games. She told him, if you ever come out of that wallow where you lay, well, I'll be up north with open arms if the devil goes away. And she told him, if you ever come out of that wallow where you lay, well, I'll be up north with open arms if the devil goes away. I'll be up north with open arms if the devil goes away. Yeah, I'll be up north with open arms if the devil goes away. Thank you. Can we just, can you guys stand up for one more second? I know this is a bad time to ask, Anna. Anna and Mitchell, everybody. My sister and my brother-in-law. Give them a hand. They're awesome. They've inspired me so much throughout this last year. As some of you may know, I'm getting married this year, and yeah, thank you. But it really just shows what a marriage means. You know, they could have given up on each other, and they did. So after the show, if there is anybody that would like to talk to them, you know, go up and approach them. They're super nice people. If you need to, go on the Facebook page, We Are Recovery. It'll do you a lot of good. I know it's done a lot of good for a lot of people already. And sometimes you don't have that unique perspective of both sides. So just make sure that you reach out to them if need be, because sometimes need be. All right, well, I'm going to tell you guys how I started my music career. All right, I'm going to set the scene for you. It is the end of the year of 6th grade, okay? Yeah, that's where it all started, everybody. 6th grade. I'm 29. It started in 6th grade. I had a friend, Andrew Fitzgerald, that was a part of a band that we'd always hear about in 5th and 6th grade, and it was always like, oh, Andrew's a part of a band. That's so cool. So end of 6th grade, we found out that we were going to have this talent show. It was the bus ride home. Me and my friend Erica were talking about what we were going to do something together. And we came up with an idea. We were all excited. I went inside and I said, Mom, me and Erica are going to sing. We're going to dance to Lady Marmalade for the talent show. Now, if you don't know what that song is, that's one where it asks you to sleep with them in French. Now, my mother, being the good mother that she is, said, no, you're definitely not doing that. Pick something else. So I said, all right, well, what should I do? She's like, well, you like to sing. And I was like, all right, yeah, I guess that's true. And there was a song on the radio by Jessica Andrews. It was my first cassette tape called Who I Am. And I loved the song. I was singing into my hairbrush and stuff. And I still remember singing that song. So I ended up singing this song for the 6th grade talent show. And all of a sudden it was, well, Sarah can sing. So I got back from 6th grade. It was 7th grade, and my friend asked me to audition for the band that he was a part of. So I went in for an audition. Barry's shaking his head like he doesn't want me to call him out. But my first manager is here tonight, Barry Bisonet. Everybody give him an applaud. What you see here, especially the professional aspects, are because of Barry. All my notes and everything that I can't see right now, but usually that would work. But Barry has taught me so much in my musical career that, granted, I will admit, I don't think I appreciated as much as I should have when I was younger, because Barry was all about professionalism. And when you're 12 years old, you just want to be like, well, I just want to sing. Like, I don't really want to take this too seriously. But Barry instilled that in me, you know. I remember I showed up to a gig in Nashville on time, and they were like, you're on time? And I'm like, why would I not be on time? But just so much that Barry has taught me over the years, and I appreciate him so much. I know, he never thought I listened, because at the time I didn't, but somewhere in the ages it sank in. It was like left over, and it just made its way to the frontal part of the brain. So I'm going to sing you the song that started it all. And granted, it does sound better than it did sound back then, but here's Jessica Andrews, Who I Am. If I live to be 100 and never see the 7 wonders, well, that'll be alright. If I don't make it to the big leagues, and if I never win a Grammy, I'm gonna be just fine, 'cause I know exactly who I am. 'Cause I am Rosemary's granddaughter, spinning the age of my father. And when the day is done, my mama's still my biggest faith. Sometimes I'm clueless and I'm clumsy, but I got friends that love me, and they know just where I stay. It's all a part of me, and that's who I am. So when I make a big mistake, and when I fall flat on my face, I know I'll be alright. And should my tender heart be broken, I will cry those teardrops no more. That I'll be just fine, 'cause nothing changes who I am. 'Cause I am Rosemary's granddaughter, spinning the age of my father. And when the day is done, my mama's still my biggest faith. Sometimes I'm clueless and I'm clumsy, but I got friends that love me, and they know just where I stay. It's all a part of me, and that's who I am. Well, I'm a saint and I'm a sinner, I'm a loser, I'm a winner. I am steady and unstable, I'm young but I am able. 'Cause I am Rosemary's granddaughter, spinning the age of my father. And when the day is done, well, my mama's still my biggest fan. And sometimes I'm clueless and I'm clumsy, but I got friends that love me, and they know just where I stay. It's all a part of me, and that's who I am. That's who I am. That's who I am. Thank you. Thank you. I will say it did sound a lot better tonight than it did when I was in 6th grade. Recently, Barry sent me some footage of me singing when I was younger. And I got to tell you, if you're sitting here right now in a pew and you're thinking, man, I wish I could sing, you can. even if you can't right now. Give it a few years. I was lucky enough to have a lot of supportive people in my corner over the years telling me that I was good. And when I listened back to those videos, it was very cringeworthy. Not to Barry maybe, but to me, I was like, I sounded like that, and people told me I was good. So I appreciate all of you, if you've been following me since I was younger, that told me I was good. I really appreciate that, because you have made me the person I am today. But enough about me. I am excited to share some more musicians with you. This is Jeff and Heather Jones. They're called the Joneses, like Keeping Up with the Joneses. You can't, they're too good. But they play all around as well. They'll tell you a little bit about themselves, but they've been together since high school, right? And they started playing as a way to pay for their children's college tuition, and then it ended up becoming a full-time thing. And you'll see why in a second. But they're gonna do "God Rest You Merry Gentlemen" melody for you, medley. Give it up for the Joneses, everybody.
Well, good evening, everybody. Well, so Jeff and I have been together since high school. We've been playing music together for over 30 years now. And like Sarah, yeah, a long time. But like Sarah said, we didn't really start playing out until we needed to put our kids through college and didn't know how the heck we were going to manage it. And but it didn't take too long before we started finding gigs and making our way through that we discovered how exceptional this South Shore music community is. It is really, truly like a family. The musicians support each other like it's hard to imagine how supportive they are in this kind of a business, but they are. It truly is like a family, and we count musicians that we've met along the way among our closest friends, and we're just really thankful that Sarah's made us a part of this special night. Thank you, Sarah.
We've been fortunate. Very fortunate to know Sarah through those early open mic days that she was talking about earlier, and watching her go from open mics to getting her own gigs to going full-time, moving to Nashville and making records. It's really made us feel
Old.
tired.
Yeah.
She's got an ambition that's almost as big as her voice. And we're very honored to be counted among the people that matter in your journey. Thank you. We're going to play a Christmas song. Feel free to sing along.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born upon this day to save us songs and saints found when we have gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy, oh, tidings of comfort and joy. From God our Heavenly Father, this blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same, of how in Bethlehem was born a Son of God by name. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy, oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Star God rest you, merry gentlemen. Let nothing you dismay. God rest you, merry gentlemen. Let nothing you dismay. God rest you, merry gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Y'all give it up for the Joneses. All right, I've only got a few more for you. We're running over a little bit. Just so you guys know, I will be doing a little meet and greet over there by the merch table afterwards. If you guys want to come say hi and take a picture or what have you, I would love to say hi to every one of you. So if you want to come over there and say hi to me, I would love it. Give me about like 5 or 10 minutes after the show, but I'll be there. I'll be there. I'm gonna do a song that I released on my Muddy Boots album. It's called I Do. Again, getting married this year. I did actually write this song before I got engaged. Full discretion. It is called I Do. My fiance's around here somewhere. He's videoing this whole show for me, so I just want him to know how much I appreciate him. I told him this morning, I'm like, I'm really sorry if I ignore you this whole day, but I really love you. He drove 17 hours. I flew in on Saturday because I had a gig Friday night, but he left Friday morning and drove our cats 17 hours. So we didn't have anybody to watch them. So he's a trooper. Yeah. Give Eli a shout. So here's I Do. I've been talking to my mom and daddy. They've been asking all about you. And I've been singing your praises since the day we met. And now we've been asking questions about when they'll hear announcements. And I tell them we talked about it. And I'd say, yesterday was wonderful. Today I love you even more. And tomorrow will be a blessing if you're still excited for what's in store. Our forever will never be enough time. You are the light in my sunshine. Everything I'd ever hoped for. My wildest dreams come true. Most wonderful words to come are I do. I do. I do. And I can tell you how much I love you. I'll try and show you every day. It's hard to believe you're not too good to be true. And we've been talking more about it. Wedding bells and white dresses. I know I told you a year, but what I really meant was yesterday was wonderful. Today I love you even more. And tomorrow will be a blessing if you're still excited for what's in store. Our forever will never be enough time. You are the light in my sunshine. Everything I'd ever hoped for. My wildest dreams come true. Most wonderful words to come are I do. I do. And way on down the road, we've been together 50 years. I heard some dog, 3 grandkids in the yard. If you ask me to renew our vows, I love you even more than I do now. And if you ask, I hope you know what I'd say. What would I say, baby? Yesterday was wonderful. Today I love you even more. And tomorrow will be a blessing if you're still excited for what's in store. My forever will never be enough time. You are the light in my sunshine. Everything I'd ever worked for. My wildest dreams come true. Most wonderful words to come. Oh, I do. I do. I do. You know I do. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, just so you know, I do have merch for sale, like I said. It is super helpful, just so you all know, it is super helpful to buy my music on iTunes and follow me on Spotify if you have a Spotify subscription. But I did get a check in the mail the other month for 17 cents. So that just lets you know how much money I actually make off of the ones on iTunes. And I did spend money to purchase physical copies. So if you still have a CD player and you would like a CD that is hand-signed by me, consider buying one tonight so I can make back at least my money on that. I probably won't do many physical CDs in the future, but I do have Christmas CDs. I've got Muddy Boots CDs. I've also got my all-acoustic album that I recorded with Jeff Rosen in his kitchen before I moved to Nashville. So get that one too, because it's raw and it's awesome. Jeff played guitar. My friend Renee Mansfield, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, but I got to talk to you guys about the Renee Ann Band. You guys need to go look them up and see them in the South Shore as well. Renee's always happy to do my shows with me when she's here, but luckily for her, she is getting to go see her family up in New York for Christmas. So she left today, which I was super disappointed about for me, but happy about it for her. So get the CD, listen to Renee's awesome fiddle playing. A couple of you I know have seen the Renee, and they're good, right? They're awesome. So go see them. I'm going to sing you a song that is a new song. It's called Let Love Abide. There's a lot of things going on in the world today, and I think that sometimes we just need to be kind to each other, no matter what our views are, and just try and come to some kind of agreement, because the second you stop talking to people is the second that we do just become further and further apart. So it would be nice to get a little bit more towards this way again. But I'm gonna sing you a song. It's called Let Love Abide. At least that's what I think it's called. If anybody's got a better title, you let me know. There's a lot of love in this world. Look around and you will see. There's a lot of love in this world that starts with you and me. Shut off the TV and computer screens. You'll see it begin to happen naturally. So shut off the TV and computer screens. Lend a hand to your neighbor and let it be. 'Cause we all got problems, and we've all got pain. So let's all help each other, and we can rise above the flames. Give a second to smiling stranger, and take a second to be outside yourself, and give a second to smiling stranger, and giving God for somebody else, and choose compassion and an open heart, no matter where you're outside. Yes, choose compassion and an open heart, and let love them burn. 'Cause we all got problems, and we all have pain. So let's all help each other, and we can rise above the flames. Let's take the time to rise above ourselves, and take a chance to make a change. Let's take a second to make these faces, and take a leap of faith. So let's help each other, and we can rise above the flames. 'Cause there's still a lot of problems in this world. Well, look around and you will see that there's still a lot of problems in this world that could end with you and me. Thank you. Now I've got 2 more songs for you tonight. This next one, I'm just gonna go ahead and sing an a cappella. No, I don't want to freak anybody else here. But before, when I was backstage, I bowed my head and I said a little prayer, and I was like, please help, this show to go somewhat smoothly, and do the best you can, and just like help me with the If the Devil Goes Away song. And I had a lot of concerns about tonight. Like I said, if you saw me earlier, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I think some of you walked in here and I was still wearing an Alan Jackson sweatshirt. So I just want to take a second to sing a song that means a lot to me. And unfortunately, I don't think my brother Christopher is here. If you are here, wave your hands. No? Okay. He had to work tonight. I was hoping that I could get him to come up and sing a song with me. But unfortunately, one of his supervisors just got suspended yesterday. So I think he had to stay a little overtime. But I'm going to sing you some Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was faith that taught my heart to fear. In faith my fears relieved, and preciously then grace appeared. The hour I first believed. Oh, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys, appreciate y'all. You know it's not the end, right? Even better, I'm getting a standing ovation before. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I really do want to appreciate, I just want to take a minute to make sure I thank everybody for coming tonight. Everybody from this corner all the way over, thank you, 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 thank you. I really do appreciate you guys. coming in again. I know that you all, work hard for your money, and it really does mean a lot that you would choose to support it or choose to spend it supporting a local girl. And I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the only reason I'm able to do this for a living. So I really do appreciate every single one of you. The last song I'm going to do is off my CD. It's called Holiday With You. So it doesn't matter what you celebrate this time of year. It's about spending it with family and creating memories, and that's kind of the message behind the song. So here's some Holiday With You. Winter's coming fast, and there's snow on the ground. People buying presents and laughter all around. Well, there's always something to celebrate. I want to celebrate too. And no matter what it is, I want to celebrate with you. 'Cause I don't care what holiday, if you open presents or if you pray. Well, I just want a holiday with you. Hanukkah and Christmas, Kwanzaa and Ramadan. Put your hands together. I love the way people fast all day and then they feast at the break of dawn. With so many concerts, each one singing to a different song. And it's the holiday season, and it'll be over before long. So I don't care what holiday, if you open presents or if you pray. I just want a holiday with you. So I'm not going to lie to you, this intro is a minute long, so I'm going to be talking about you. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming out tonight. I do appreciate it. Jeff Rosen, the Joneses, Jeff and Heather. Anna, you're awesome. Mike Dardis, I appreciate you so much. Give them all a round of applause. We've got time for it. Trust me. I want to thank my mom and dad. They've been taking us some stuff on these last months. My mom has been really helping me get the word out and putting things to newspapers, and I really appreciate her. I know in the last couple days I've been a little but I really do appreciate her. So give it up for my mom, give it up for my dad. They've been helping. Like I said, Anna and Mitchell for just so many reasons, but they did decorate this entire stage today. And it looks beautiful, and I just appreciate them. All the sound guys back there. We got Woody, we got Brandon, we got Ed, Kevin, the owner, for letting me hang out here. Robert Hollis, I appreciate you too much. You guys are awesome. What's that? And Eli, my mom used to forget my dad in speeches, so she's making sure I remember my fiance. Eli, I love you so much. I don't know where you are, but I do appreciate you. Give it up for Eli. I just want a holiday with you. I just want a holiday with you. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Come on stage. Come on stage. Come on, you guys. Y'all give it up, Mike Dardis.